Hi, 8th grade. Since I can now video from home, I'm going to take a minute and show you my Christmas decorations. Deal with the spin for a second. There is my big nativity scene. Sorry for the spin again. There is some of my different little Santa decorations that I have. These are supposed to be Santas throughout the year. You can see it's got 1909 on it. My grandfather got that when he worked for a furniture store. Sleeping dog. Let's hope she sleeps through the video. My Christmas tree, some snowmen, and then my favorite is the nutcrackers. I think the last time one of my children took the time to count, I was at like 40 nutcrackers. There's my big one on the end. Some of my faves. I love the rocking horse. Love the one that says Nutcracker Collector there. That one's a music box one. The Hope one is. Days Till Christmas, I'm off. My stacked one. I love that one with the three stacked on top of each other, and then the toy maker nutcracker. All right, spin one more time. Sorry to anybody who gets motion sickness, and you're back to me. All right, so you took the test yesterday. I'm sure you all did amazing on it. And today we're going to start a new chapter. Let me get comfortable down here on the floor. So today we're going to start a new chapter. But first, let's talk about some other stuff. Okay. Today is Thursday for you all. So that means today you are going to do Simple Solution 65. You'll check 65 and 66 tomorrow. You will take an open book quiz, an open book Simple Solutions quiz. And then you'll do Geography Project 10. So get Geography Project 10, have it in front of you. Pause me while you get it. And then come back and let's talk Geography Project 10. Gotta bear with me because I'm going to have to hold it in front of my face so you can see it, which means I'm not going to have a clue what's going on the camera. But here's Geography Project 10. The first part is the easy, obvious part. You're going to label this stuff. So you know Mississippi River would be 1, Missouri River 2, Gila River 3, Rio Grande 4, Oregon Country. You get the point. And it keeps going. Ignore everything I just said. Yep, ignore everything I just said. Sorry. You will not number this one. I just remembered this is the one that you will not number. So repeat after me. Do not number this one. Because here is why. When you get down to the bottom, it says color each territorial gain. Do not color. So repeat after me. Do not number. Do not color. Because if you color this thing and then write on it and then take a picture of it, I have a hard enough time when you all take, color on things and then write on it trying to see it when it's right in front of me. If you try to color and write on it and take a picture and send it to me, I'm envisioning nightmares. Do not number, do not color. But the one part you are going to do on this big part down here on the bottom, it says color each territorial gain and give the date of acquisition. You are going to give the date of acquisition. If you number it and then give the date of the acquisition, it's going to be too many numbers on the thing. So you are going to actually label these places. It'll be easy to label this one than some of them anyway, because stuff will be more spread out. Because you're talking trails and rivers and stuff, so it'll be easier. And big areas. But then, you'll write Florida, and then you'll write the year that we got Florida. You'll write Texas annexation, and the year we got Texas annexation. Gadsden Purchase, and when we got the Gadsden Purchase. Oregon Country, and when we got the Oregon Country. Louisiana Purchase, and when we got Louisiana Purchase. Now, up here, you got to put the year we got the top part of Maine, which, by the way, is 1842. So don't forget to do this. Don't forget to put 1842 up here. There is no name for this part. It's just, that's when we got the upper part of Maine. So you're just going to write the answer, the year up there. Same for this little part. This little part up here, we got in 1818. So you're going to write 1818 up here for this little cut out part. You're not going to put a year, a name for it, because there is no name for it. It's just a little extra part up here that we got. And you're going to put 1818 for it. Then down here at the bottom part of Mississippi and Alabama, we got in 1810. and 1813. 1810 would be Mississippi, Louisiana, 1813 over here, Alabama. So for those four, you'll just put the dates on there, nothing else. And it tells you that you're going to find the information in the actual textbook on page 191 and page 200. So you're going to do this. Do not number. Do not give me the, do not color. Do not number, do not color. Take a really, really, really good picture of it and attach it to LMS for today. Then you're going to read 13.1 today, 13.2 tomorrow. If I remember right, 13.2 is really short, so if you only want to read part of 13.1 today, that's fine. But 13.1. So the last two chapters had been about life in the 1800s. Now we're moving on with political stuff and wars and stuff and going back to all of that into chapter 13. Beginning with the early American colonists, America was ever expanding westward. National expansion throughout the 1840s and 1850s continued with determined pioneers who moved west closer to the Pacific Ocean. Some of those pioneers helped to accumulate wealth, some wished to carry the American flag to the Pacific, and some went to take the word of God to the Indians. But the many diaries and letters those pioneers left behind all point to the near universal desire of families to better their condition by seeking new land and business opportunities in the West. And so 13.1 starts with Americans in Texas. Stephen Austin, father of Texas. Texas changes hands. In 1820, the area of land that is now the state of Texas was settled by a few Spanish ranchers who employed Indians and mestizos, people who have both Indian and Spanish background, on their large estates. Eager to develop the economy of the region, the Spanish granted a large tract of land to an American, Moses Austin, who planned to move families into the area. When Mexico won her independence from Spain, Stephen Austin, the son of Moses, renewed the grant with the Mexican government. And so then it goes on and talks about Austin and how his colony thrives. Then it talks about the Roman Catholic Church coming in and how that influences things. Then it talks about how the leader changes hands to Santa Anna. The Mexican government changes hands, and now it's under the leader of Santa Anna, who is a dictator. And then you read about the Alamo and some of the heroes of the Alamo. Texan independence, the Battle of San Jacinto. Then you read about the Republic of Texas, because for a short amount of time, Texas was its own country. And then don't forget to read on page 187, the blue box and the tan box. The tan box about Sam Houston, president of Texas. Because remember, Texas for a short amount of time was its own country with its own president. Then that's it for 13.1. 13.2 talks about moving on west. Trailblazers explored the west. Ever since the Lewis and Clark expedition in the early 1800s, men had been fascinated by the vast stretch of land between the Mississippi River and the Pacific Ocean. Fur trappers who followed Indian paths through the Rocky Mountains to the Oregon country or Spanish California gave reports of the beauty and promise of this area. These fur trappers belonged to an adventurous group of explorers called mountain men. And it talks about Jedediah Smith, who I think was in the name of the little cowboy dude in Night of the Museum, but I'm not positive. But Jedediah Smith was a 24-year-old trapper and hunter. Although trails have been blazed to the west, entire families couldn't move until they found wagon routes. Jedediah Smith.
Jedediah was his first name. I don't think we know his second name.
Okay, according to Will, it is Jedediah that was in the movie. We think it's probably that's who this is. Anyway, so he's the one that blazed the trail to help things move out west. Yeah, he's the one. Yes, this is what I was looking for. They said that Jedediah took two friends with him wherever he went, his Bible and his rifle. Of course, in the movie, they're not going to show him with his Bible, but Jedediah went everywhere with his Bible and his rifle. Then it talks about James Beckworth, chief of the Crow Indian tribe, and William Becknell's father of the Santa Fe Trail. So, one more time over homework. Today, you are going to do the open book simple solutions quiz. You are definitely going to do Geography Project 10. You are not going to color it. You are not going to number it. You're just going to label it. Those two things get turned in today. Then I would go and do Simple Solution 65, but if you want to wait and do 2 Simple Solutions tomorrow, you can, because you will check 2 tomorrow, 65 and 66. Between now and tomorrow, read 13.1, 13.2. I'll kind of leave it up to you as to how you divide up how much you read Thursday versus how much you read Friday, because this is the only video that I'm going to make for you all this week. So see you next week when we will continue with 13.3. And I'll see you in literature, of course. Don't forget about literature. That what I assigned you on last Friday is due today. And then today I will assign you some more that will be due on Friday. We're just going to keep things going normal like it would be if you were actually in class doing literature. So see you in literature.